Hey, what's up, my friends? Baldwin here. Welcome back to another speech breakdown here at the Speaker Lab. Hey, today we're going to be learning from Miss Ramona Smith, who is the 2018 World Champion in Toastmasters Public Speaking. She delivers a phenomenal talk here that we're going to learn a lot from. Now, I tell you right out of the gate that there's some pros and cons to Toastmasters. I've got mixed feelings about it that I'm going to share with you, but there's a lot we can learn here from Ramona. So let's get right into it. Enjoy this video. Here we go.
Life will sometimes feel like a fight. The punches, jabs, and hooks will come in the form of challenges, obstacles, and failures. Yet if you stay in the ring and learn from those past fights, at the end of each round, you'll be still standing. Mr. Khan?
Now, let's talk about Toastmasters just in general, right? There's some pros and cons with Toastmasters. Toastmasters does a good job. There's literally thousands and thousands of chapters all over the world where you can go, you can be a part of it, you can practice, you can work, you can rehearse. One of the ways that you get better as a speaker is that you actually practice. And so Toastmasters gives you that opportunity. Now, I'll tell you personally, the thing I don't really like about Toastmasters is oftentimes it leaves a almost too polished speaker, right? You can tell from most Toastmaster speakers that every single word, every single movement, every single gesture or motion has been scripted and practiced and rehearsed time and time again. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's possible to do that too much where it almost feels robotic, where it feels like that they are just kind of regurgitating something and they're not really fully present with the audience. So I think that's always the danger with this. Is my guess is because she's the 2018 Toastmasters World Champion of Public Speaking, this is going to be a really, really polished talk, but it's possible that it may be too polished, and every single movement, every single gesture, every single step is going to be choreographed. So again, there's pros and cons to it, all right? So let's see where it goes.
Contest chair, fellow fighters, can you think of a time when life tried to knock you down? Who was your toughest opponent? Most often, our most challenging opponent is ourselves.
Now, one thing that she's doing well is that she's going slow. She doesn't have an overly fast cadence there, and then she's having some very strategic pauses to allow what she's saying to really sink in. So cadence and pause are really, really good, really, really effective. Some of her movements feel, again, a bit more scripted, which again, that can work for some speakers. That doesn't really work for me, and this is, again, another example of where it's important for you as a speaker to figure out and understand what makes sense for you. You may watch one speaker do something, you're like, that really works, that really resonates, that really clicks with something I might do, and you may watch a totally different speaker who does something you're like, that's great, and that works and that resonates with certain audiences, but that may not work for the style of presenter or the style of speaker that you want to be.
Round one, college. I dropped out of college not one, not two, not three, but 4 times. I told myself, college isn't for me, and I would never go back. Round two, marriage.
Okay, now personally, those are really long walks that you're just kind of like, now what she's possibly doing here is maybe she's making almost like a visual timeline of her life. You have round 1 and round 2 and round 3 and round 4 and round however many rounds that she may do, but sometimes those walks seem kind of far, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of those.
Marriage. I married my soulmate, the love of my life, my best friend. He was fine too. We were married for 8 long, beautiful, amazing months.
So why was that piece funny? Because people thought they knew what she was going to say, and then she delivered something totally different, right? But what she delivered was significantly different than what they were expecting. Everyone was assuming that they were married for 8 long, amazing, beautiful years or whatever, but instead she went with months, which again, that's what creates the humor.
You heard right, months, not years. It was like immediately after we said I do, the heavyweight champion came in and delivered an electrifying knockout blow to our vows. Boom! Divorced. Round 3, speaking. In 2015, I competed for the first time in the international speech contest. I won at the club level, I won at the area level, I won at the division level, then the district level was on the way, I was on the road, I was on fire, I was unstoppable. I lost. I was crushed. After going 3 rounds and taking hit after hit, I was ready to throw in the towel. I was down for the count. 6, 7, 8. When was the last time life knocked you down? Who was that lifeline that you reached out to help you stand back up? Was it your family?
Now, even though, again, I feel like this is a bit over the top in terms of the physicality of it, it does create kind of this visual image of when she was talking about being knocked down and 6, 7, 8, 9, and trying to climb back up, or the visual she just made of you're trying to pull yourself out of something. It does create this chance for the audience to just kind of visualize what that's like, how that applies to their own life. So it can be effective. Again, it can also just be done over the top, which can come across a bit like corny or hokey.
Family, your friends, or did you hold on to your faith? Maybe you've never been knocked down, but you've seen one of your family members take a devastating blow. Were you the lifeline that they were reaching out to help them stand back up? Were you the coach in the corner saying, get up, stand up? As I gathered all the strength within myself to pick myself back up and stand, instead of looking into a mirror of defeat, it became a window of possibilities. I got back in the ring. I went back to college. I got my degree.
Okay, so again, we talked about this earlier, that timeline thing of it's possible on a stage to create almost like these physical locations where just by her going back to that, just her walking that way, we all immediately felt like she's going back in time. So she's going back to round 1 where she dropped out of college 4 times, right? So just by her walking over to that place was established as here's where I dropped out of college. And so her walking back, that represents that. So that's, again, a good example there of how to use the stage.
And I graduated magna cum laude. Yeah. After failing 4 times, I was still standing.
And go to round 2.
After my loss at the district level.
Oh, back to 3, all right.
I'm speaking to you from the World Championship stage. It's a moment. Thank you. Even after suffering loss, I'm still standing. As for my marriage, I'm still in training. I have not yet found Mr. Right, but this is an international convention. And there are thousands of men from hundreds of different countries. So single Toastmasters, even after my divorce, I'm still standing. My challenge to you is to stay in the ring, whether you're a fighter or a coach. If you're on the side of the ring coaching, or if you're in that ring throwing those jabs and those hooks, when that final bell rings, ding, 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 the fighters and the coaches will raise their hands in victory singing, I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. We're still standing. Very nice.
Good. Good interaction. That was good.
Stay in that ring. And even after you take a few hits, use what you learned from those previous fights, and at the end of each round, you'll remain still standing.
Great.
Mr. Contest Chair.
Very good. Great job. All right, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that speech breakdown. Again, congratulations to Ramona on winning the 2018 World Championship of Public Speaking. Very impressive talk there, very polished and eloquent presentation that she delivered. Hey, if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to like and comment. Let us know what are the takeaways that you learned from this video that you're going to apply to your next presentation. Also, let us know in the comments if there's a talk or presentation that you would like for us to review on an upcoming video. All right? Hey, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time, my friend. You're awesome.